says this one night I dreamed a dream. I was walking along the beach with the Lord, and across the sky flashed scenes from my life. And for every scene, I noticed there were two sets of footprints in the sand. One was mine, one was the Lord's. And when the last scene of my life shot before me, I looked back at the footprints in the sand, and there was only one set of footprints. And then I noticed that all the times in my life when things had been bad, they'd been at their worst, there was only one set of footprints. This bothered me. So I asked the Lord about my dilemma, and I said, Lord, you told me that when I decided to follow you, you would walk with me and talk with me throughout my life. So I don't understand why, during the times of my life when things are at their worst, there's only one set of footprints. Why, when I need you most, do you desert me? And he said to me, my precious child, I love you, and I will never leave you. During your trials and your tests and your dark times, there's only one set of footprints. Because it was then that I was carrying you. It's no fun when things go wrong in our lives. Like when we get made redundant, or when we get diagnosed with a serious illness. When life disorientates us, where do we go to get our bearings? Where do we go to re-establish a sense of who we are and what our direction should be? We go to the Word of God. And more specifically, we can go to Psalm 121 for a 1-2-1, get it? With God. Because this passage tells us that when we're disorientated, God is there to guide us. This passage tells us that despite the worst events, God's in control. It tells us that when we feel lost and confused, God is completely trustworthy.
Joyful, joyful love, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love, thoughts unfold like clouds before hear thee as the sun
Lord, we adore thee, and in my life I put none before thee, cause since I was a youngster, came to know that you was the only way to go. So I had to go and come to and understanding that I'm down with the king. So now I'm demanding that you tell me who you down with. See, people I know I'm down with G.O.D. You down with G.O.D.? Yeah, you down with G.O.D.? Yeah, you down with G.O.D.? Crowd, you down with ICTC?